Hello and welcome to my new series, Homeworld. Now, before we get into the game, I will address a couple issues regarding this series. If you don't want to listen to all of this, which is mainly why I'm not playing the remastered version of Homeworld, you can click an annotation, probably around here. I don't know, I can't put it in right now, I'll put it in when I'm editing, jeez. And it'll be up here, and you can completely skip this small explanation of why I'm not playing the remastered. Okay, so my main issue with the remastered version of Homeworld, I haven't actually played it, but I've read quite a few reviews, and many of the reviews have said that there are massive issues with some of the core gameplay of Homeworld. That being threefold, tactics, formations, and the ballistics model of the game are completely different. Tactics don't work anymore. If you've ever played Homeworld before, there's a few tactics that change how your ships behave. They don't even exist in the remastered version. Formations are not held in combat, which you'll understand as we get into like the first mission of the game if you haven't played Homeworld before, but that is a huge part of the game that ships like fighter craft should be able to fly in formation, but they don't in the remastered version. And then there's the ballistics model is based on a random number generator, so the ships will hit in the remastered version. It's based on a random number generator, so the ships will hit opposing ships based on like a chance percent. Whereas in Homeworld, every bullet that's fired is a legitimate object, so if anything, so it's not a percent chance, it's if the bullet fires and hits it as it's flying through, that will cause a hit. It's a bit complicated with the whole ballistics thing, I'm not going to go deeply into it, but that is why I'm not playing Homeworld Remastered. Really, the only thing that I would gain from it is better graphics, but in my opinion, Homeworld is still a beautiful game without those better graphics. Okay, now that that's been addressed, let's get into this. Homeworld. This is a space-based RTS game with full 3D movement of your ships. We're going to play through the campaign. It's going to be amazing. So we're just going to get directly into it. So instead of just telling you, I don't want training alert, you recommend that you run training first. I'll put this out as a note to begin with. I've played this game like 5 times through. It's an amazing game. It's one of my favorite games, if not my most favorite game. I don't need any training. I also won't talk over cutscenes.
100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand. Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On the stone was etched a galactic map, and a single word more ancient than the clans themselves. Higara, our home. The clans were united, and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years. It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices. The greatest of these was made by the scientist Karen Sajet, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command. The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind became focused on the true origin of our people. Every effort on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
All stations green. You got it. Base 8, 9, and 10 sealed. Scaffold decks A, B, C secure. All systems green. What a beautiful sight.
This is Fleet Command. Reporting Mothership pre-launch status. Command online. Resourcing online. Construction online. Cryogenic subsections A through J online. K through S online. Scaffold control, stand by for alignment. Alignment confirmed. Stand by, release control. The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away. Stand by for command line testing.
Command line green, initial fleet in position.
Whew. Oh my lord. Good to be back in the command seat.
Fleet intelligence going
Here we
online.
go.
Our task
Is
is
that
to
so?
analyze all sensor data and generate mission objectives.
Nice, I
Before
love
the
objectives.
hyperdrive test, several trials must be completed.
Establishing Delta
Test
formation.
construction by building the primary research ship.
Will do.
Test resource processing by harvesting the
Shut up.
asteroids provided nearby.
Shut up, friend.
Hyperspace
I
module
love you, you're
charging.
great, but shush.
35% capacity and rising.
Downrange.
The mothership will be ready for the hyperdrive test in 10 minutes.
Okay, so, welcome to Homeworld. One of my favorite games ever. He's gonna give us so many
Stand by
mission
to begin
objectives.
combat trials.
It's amazing.
First, we will be monitoring formation performance.
Nice, I love formations.
Target
They're
drones are
great.
being provided here. Assign a formation to your fighters and destroy the drones.
Will do. I hate drones. I hate things that are flown that aren't with people in them, because they're always so much more effective than the ones that have people in them. So, very brief
Group one
overview of this
designated.
game in general. This is an RTS, meaning real-time strategy. Think like StarCraft. There's going to be a lot of space fighting. It is done on a fully 3D map. So, as you can see, just gonna do a little I can move these guys all the way up here. I can move them all the way down here.
Destination locked in.
It's amazing. I love it. I'm incredibly surprised. This game, by the way, came out in 1999. I'm so surprised that so few games have done a full 3D environment. And I mean, so many games have been like space-based, RTS or turn-based, and so few of them have a full 3D environment. It's amazing. So we're going to get right into it and kill some drones. Look at them, little drones. Sent out, of course, by our nice fleet command. Thank you very much. Oh yes, the death. So yes, this is just going to be the training mission. It's going to make sure that we actually know how to play the game, which is quite important when you're playing a game. I mean, if you're walking around and you don't know how to play a game, it's pretty bad, I'll admit. The like first 4 times I played this game,
Trial complete.
didn't know how to play the game.
Flight analysis
So
shows a 22% increase in combat performance.
22%, that's
The
amazing.
next trial will
are
test
you
the
basing that
effectiveness
off
of
of?
tactics. Stand by to begin tactics trials.
Got it.
Use aggressive or evasive tactics and engage the target drones here.
Will do, my friend. So, as I said in my tirade about why I'm not playing Homeworld Remastered, we've got the formations, which are a variety of different formations that our ships will hold in combat, just showcasing a few of them. Like the claw formation. Love the claw formation. Very nice. And then we've got tactics. Evasive, making them more prone to evading attacks. Aggressive, making them more damaging. They'll do more damage. As they fly by, they'll fly slower, all that kind of stuff. All of that is not in Homeworld Remastered. And really, that is, to me, more than half of the beauty of this game is how well
Available resources
combat
considered.
works. It's just beautiful. You'll get to see it when we, probably next mission, when we actually get in and kill some things. It'll be amazing. Because, I mean, we're not really killing anything here. These are just little drones. Little drones with little batteries in them. That's it. They don't even have brains. It's not like an AI or anything. It's just little drones sitting there being like, I'm dumb, I've been sent here, and I'm here to be killed. I don't really appreciate the thought, but, you know, I don't really have a say in it, because I don't have a brain. And you would ask, how in the world are drones talking if they don't have brains? And I'll say, shut up. Just shut up. Get over it.
Tactics
What do you
trial
got?
complete.
Nice.
The next trial will test the performance of the salvage corvette. Build
Okay.
one and capture the target drone here.
Will do. So also, in terms of interface, so we get all of the administrative stuff out of the way immediately. So this is the main combat map, where we'll be moving all of our ships. We also have this, which is pretty much a mini-map, except it's really big. It shows the blue area is where we can see, based on where our ships are. Red dots are enemies, green dots are allies. If something's outside of the range we can see, we'll see a little red dot, but it could be like 20 fighters. We don't know, but it's only one dot. Just getting in there. In terms of other things we have, this is where we build stuff. We click here. We need to build a research ship right now.
Production underway.
And once we're done with that, I'll show you the research tab. And there's also launch. Our capital ships, the mothership and carriers, will be able to hold fighters and corvettes that can be stored within to be launched later. It's amazing. And then, in order to build things, we spend resources, which are down here called RUs, resource units, which are collected by resource controllers. They're asteroids, little dust belts, sometimes nebula veins that we collect. They go out, pick it up, bring it back to this little port, and drop it in. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. It's great. Okay. So, right now we just have to wait. We have to wait and actually build a salvage
Construction
corvette, because we
commencing.
didn't start building a salvage corvette. And we need to go not completely obliterate
Research
this
ship
little
complete.
drone right here. Look at him. It's a kind of adorable little drone, I have to say.
The primary research
Too bad
ship has
so
been
many of them were
constructed.
destroyed.
Research division is online.
I love
Begin
research.
fighter chassis research immediately.
Will do. Okay, so this is the research manager, which we'll use quite often. We can have as many as 6 research ships. Each of
Salvage
them
corvette complete.
can be set to do some
Commencing
sort of
heavy fighter
research.
chassis research.
This one will allow us to build interceptors, a better form of fighter than our little scouts we have down there. And we can put more than one research ship on a research to speed it up. We can do multiple researches at the same time. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Target selected
And then
for salvaging.
we also have these guys. These guys are salvage corvettes. They can go in and capture enemy ships. They do so by latching onto little points on them. Larger ships have more points, so you have to use more salvage corvettes, and then they bring them back to the mothership, where we bring them inside. The crew, of course, is brought in and swiftly dispatched with sealing clubs, that being clubs that you use to hunt seals, because really, we couldn't be asked to have any other form of club. I know it's like the space age and stuff, but come on now. We can't be asked to have like a sonic club or something. That's ridiculous. That's absurd.
Waiting assignment.
That is beyond me. Well, Mr. Salvage Corvette is now coming in to capture our little target drone. Watch as they connect, and he's got it. There we go. Okay. So once that's done, that's pretty much the end of this first mission. It's just a very cursory mission teaching us the very basics of the game. Because you need to know the basics of the game before you go in and start being attacked by massive swarms of fighters and corvettes, and it's ridiculous. Man, I've got to say, it really is one of my favorite games ever, for multiple reasons. Not only gameplay, but also the story of the campaign is, in my opinion, one of the best in, like, gaming, period. I love it. And you'll get to experience it. I'll try not to spoil it for you. You'll get to experience it as we experience it, I guess. That's a weird way to put it, but okay. I may have additional insights to add as the story goes on, because I know quite a bit about it. I mean, after all, I have played like 5 times, and I think that's a conservative estimate. I may have spent the first 10 years of my life playing Homeworld, just non-stop, not even eating or drinking, just playing this game over and over again. It's not true.
Heavy fighter chassis research
I didn't even know how to play it most of the time.
Interceptor available for construction.
Interceptors? I love interceptors. Interceptors are, of course, a heavier fighter class than the scouts, which are pretty weak, very fast.
Stand by for a hyperdrive test.
I love my
Internal
interceptors.
pressure doors sealed. Abort system standing by.
Are they? I don't think we need to
Hyperspace
abort
module
anything,
fully
quite
charged.
frankly.
I'm ready to initiate quantum wave generation on your mark. Good luck, everyone.
All
No, I
sections
hope we
have
don't all
reported
die.
in. We are clear to proceed. Trigger the hyperspace drive at your discretion.
We built one interceptor, that's it.
complete.
Here we go. So this, once I click this button, it will bring us to the end of the first episode. And I will say beforehand, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. There will be more Homeworld in the future. I'm going to try to potentially do one mission per episode. We'll see how that works. If they get too long, I'll break them up. But we'll see. Yes. So, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy the mothership just going for it.
Autodock
Hyperspace
commencing.
jump. Brilliant. Might I also note that this game has a persistent fleet. So between missions, any ships that we build will stay. What we're going to start with in the next mission is what we ended with in this mission, and that will continue through the entire campaign. It's really cool. I'm going to skip this docking.
Hyperspace
Quick dock.
initiated.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.